So Jared Goff just tossed 5 interceptions in a primetime game against the Houston Texans, and his team ended up winning after a miraculous second half comeback by the final score of 26-23. Obviously great job by the Lions coming back from that really big deficit in the first half, overcoming Jared Goff playing like a trash can. And shout out to Jared Goff himself, threw 5 interceptions but didn't waver in the second half. Played great in the fourth quarter, helped his team, helped lead his team to a victory. So shout out to him. Texans scored every single point they scored, which is all 23 of them, in the first half, and didn't score one single point the rest of the game. So great job to you guys. Just great play calling, great innovation by whoever the offensive coordinator is. I think it's that Slowick dude who everyone hypes up for some reason. He is a bomb. His play calls were horrible. I mean, he's running the same plays over and over. You can tell from the same formations with the same motions. I mean, it's so easy to catch on to what that fucking guy is doing. He's a clown, and I mean, you could take a kid who plays Madden all day, and he could call better plays than that fucking scrub. So that guy needs to be fired tomorrow. And C.J. Stroud didn't play well in the second half. Tossed 2 interceptions. Looked really great. Came out swinging in the first half, but just forgot how to play quarterback. Mainly because, A, he's working with a high school play caller. I'm making excuses for C.J. Stroud because I think he's a good quarterback. And B, he actually just fell apart. He didn't play good. His accuracy was bad. He was making bad reads. He was panicking. He didn't look composed or, he didn't look sort of solid in the pocket. He just didn't play a good second half. So with all that out of the way, I want to shout out some other teams for your offenses being amazing. Giants, 17 points. Good job to you guys. Daniel Jones is a franchise quarterback. Threw 2 interceptions today. Broncos for, only scoring twice the entire game. Great job, 14 points for you guys. Bo Nix did play a decent game, but he, 14 points is 14 points. Shit, don't lie. The Chiefs scoring 16 points. Great job to you, Mahomes. Great job to that offense. Totally, not getting bailed out by the refs or the defense whatsoever. Brady is so much luckier than Mahomes. It's ridiculous. No, Mahomes is so much fucking luckier than Brady. Mahomes is really he's a good quarterback, but my goodness, he's so fucking overhyped. He's a top 5 quarterback for sure, but my goodness, people treat him like he's Jesus. I mean, he's not that fucking good. I want to shout out 2 other teams who actually play in the same game as each other. The Vikings with 12 points didn't score a touchdown the entire fucking game. Great job, you guys. Sam Darnold, keep tossing them picks, boy. Threw 3 of those interceptions back to old New York Sammy D. So good job to you. And I'd like to a special shout out to Jackson, who playing the Vikings scored a grand total of an insane 7 points. That'll surely win you a high school game. Won't win you a game in the NFL though. Mac Jones threw 2 interceptions. You're really great. I don't even know why your bitch ass is still in the league. You are a fucking complete piece of shit. If you got fired or cut tomorrow, I would celebrate because you are a disgrace to quarterbacking. Get off my fucking television screen, you clueless fucking moron, McCorkle Jones. You are a piece of shit. Falcons, 17 points. Great job to you guys. Kirk Cousins played a really great game. Had like a 52 completion percentage. Just looked like a fucking 13-year veteran out there. Kirk Cousins, so fucking overrated. It can stat pad against cream puff defenses, but when he actually has to face a team, he fucking sucks. And it's not even like the Saints are good. They don't even have a good defense. Their defense is cream puff, all right? They made Bryce Young look like Joe Montana. So, great job to you guys. Kirk Cousins, you're one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Patriots, 19 points. I know you guys won the game, but you scored 19 points. Let's be honest here. Drake May looked okay, had one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen in my life. But I want to shout out you guys because you didn't score 20 points. Good job to you guys. That'll win you a bunch of games against a bunch of good teams. Hopefully scoring them 19 points was worth it. The Bears, 3. So, this is the most special shout out. Caleb Williams, he balled out today. Didn't throw a single touchdown. Had a 52 completion percentage. Or whatever the fuck, 53. I don't even fucking know. I think he threw for 120-something yards. Caleb, you're really good. You're my hero. I aspire to be, half the quarterback that you are, even though you can't really read a coverage or diagnose a defense or sense pressure or throw on the move or just do anything that any, good dual threat quarterback would be able to do at, a fairly high level. You're my hero, though. You're such a great quarterback. You led your team to a solid, crisp 3 points today. You're just a fucking world beater. Go get him next time, champ. Go get him. Titans, 17 points. Will Levis is, his counting stats were great today, obviously. He had like 2 touchdowns, a high completion percentage, like almost 200 yards. So he balled out today. He really showed why he's proving the haters wrong. He is the franchise savior quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Just ignore the 8-something sacks he took in this game because he has no fucking pocket presence. So yeah, keep leading your team to 17 points. You're going to beat all the great teams with 17 points. Cowboys, 6 points. They played Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. Cooper Rush is, he is like, I don't even know what he is. He is probably the worst quarterback. I can't even make a joke and say he balled out or played great. He's a bum. And then they put Trey Lance in. Trey Lance, you are a high schooler. You play like a high schooler. You are so bad at quarterback. Move to tight end already, you fucking piece of shit. All right. Next team, the Jets, with another great 6-point performance. Aaron, you're my hero. Aaron, you are totally not the most overhyped, overrated, sad pile of shit quarterback in the history of the National Football League. You totally are, just such an amazing, awesome fucking quarterback that you didn't even throw for, 200 yards today? You didn't throw for 200 yards. Aaron Rodgers, what would he throw for? Let me look. 151. Low completion percentage. And those 6 points. Man, you would beat the Chiefs with those 6 points. Put him against the best fucking team in the league. Put him against the Lions. Put him against the Chiefs. Put him against the Chargers. Put him against the Bills. Put him against the Niners. Put him against anybody. The Steelers, the Commanders. It doesn't fucking matter. They're going to beat all those teams with a grand fucking total of 6 fucking points. You guys are fucking stupid. How does so many teams not score 20 fucking points? How do so many teams not score 10 fucking points in a game of football? Is it as hard as it fucking looks? Seriously, am I tripping or what? What's going on in the NFL? First of all, the coordinators, they all suck. They all run the same offense. Every one of them. Little dinky throws, screens, swing passes, draw plays, hitch routes, shit into the flats, shallow crossers that go 3 yards when you need 16 yards to get the first down in the fourth fucking quarter. You're running a drag route? Are you serious? Are you kidding me with that bullshit? No one wants to see that shit. Running a stupid little crossing route for 4 fucking yards when you need 16 in the fourth fucking quarter. It's insanity. These coordinators have lost their fucking minds. They don't even know how to call plays or when to call this play or that play or whatever the fuck play they're gonna run, because they're gonna run the shittiest fucking plays in the world because they have no clue what the fuck they're even doing. Half of these coordinators are not qualified to coach at the NFL level, and it's showing by how many teams aren't even scoring 17 points in a fucking game. You had 5 teams that didn't even score 10 points? Fuck. Let me count. Jaguars 1. Bears 2. Cowboys 3. Jets 4. It's only 4. I think it's only 4. But you get what I'm trying to say. These teams do not score. I'm not asking for 50 points. I'm not asking for 46 points. I'm not asking for a 60-point shootout. I'm just asking for you to be able to score more than 13 fucking points in a game of organized football. If these guys were if these coordinators were so qualified to be coaching at an NFL level, the highest level of football in the world, they can't coach their team to 10 points. There is something fucked up in the system for something like this to even be taking place to begin with. Let's call a spade, folks. The system is broke. And the quarterbacks are even more broke. Because I'm not letting the QBs off the leash. I already talked about the quarterbacks, how shit most of the quarterbacks are. They're bums. The common denominator between every single one of the teams that did not score 10 fucking points in a game this week is the quarterback is horrible. The Vikings scored 12. Well, I'll give them a break. Darn it, you threw 3 picks. You were like a fucking high schooler, but I will give him, because they scored over 10 points. They can, they won't get the full wrath and anger from me. Jaguars. T-Law was hurt. They started Mac Jones. Mac Jones is... Next. Bears. Caleb Williams. He sucks. He's horrible. He is literally a high schooler playing in the NFL. He is going to be one of the biggest busts in the history of the NFL. Cowboys, Cooper Rush, Trey Lance, you're both bums. Both of these guys should not be on an NFL roster. It's as simple as that. And then you get the single most overhyped, overrated, my most despised quarterback of all time, Aaron Rodgers. He walks the walk, and he talks the talk, but he can't back it up. Talks all that shit, can't back it up. And people hyped him up. like he was going to lead this team to something substantial this season. He sucks. He's fucking horrible. And I'm all for it. I'm all for him being a pile of shit. Because that's what he is as a quarterback. I'm not saying that these guys, as human beings outside of football, are pieces of shit. I'm saying as a quarterback, they are pieces of shit. They should not be employed by any fucking team in the National Football League. The NFL is broken. The NFL is broken, folks. I'm done with this fucking video. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.